Hey there! Recently had a really important realization about releasing and how to create my own reality with releasing and not getting stuck in the victim mentality. So stay until the end of the video because this is going to transform your releasing process and your ability to actually release resistance and trauma in your body, but also create your own reality and not get stuck in all the ruts that you could get into when you open up this inner door of like, oh, this fear, this thing, that thing, but still being able to be on track with your goals and move forward in life. And hey, if this is the first time that we meet, I'm Jonas Erb, and on this channel we talk about authenticity and personal growth. We provide tools and ideas that help you gain clarity, freedom, and fulfillment in your life. If you haven't yet, consider subscribing. So what I've realized recently is that when I'm releasing, sometimes I get to a point where I am like in all these emotions. Maybe it's fear, maybe it's anxiety, maybe it's pain, sadness, all kinds of stuff coming up, maybe about the goal or about a certain situation. It can feel really overwhelming. And it's good to like let all of this stuff come up and be processed and like be witnessed and all that. But it can also happen that we get stuck in this kind of like in this overwhelm, like, oh, there's so many emotions, there's so much going on, oh my God, my life is so difficult, it's so challenging, I will never get out of this, it's so like, you know, we get stuck in this victim mentality of like, oh, why does this happen to me? Why do I have to process so much stuff? Why is there more and more and more coming up? And what I've actually realized, and is kind of like a turning point in my understanding of releasing and also in my understanding of moving forward in life to achieve goals, is that one part is to be able to release and feel the stuff that's inside of me. Maybe it's trauma, maybe it's stuff that has happened to me that's triggering something in the past, or maybe it's just in the moment, some kind of emotions. Whatever is coming up, if I basically go into that in a way that is kind of like this, almost this like addictive feeling of like I want to dwell in all these emotions and I want to kind of like, you know, get lost in them, then it can sometimes even make things worse, or at least you're not really progressing quickly in releasing, because I can get lost in those emotions and I can kind of get lost to the point where I lose my track, where I lose my way, where I lose where I want to go. And so the other thing that is there kind of like to balance that out is, I mean, obviously, first of all, like to be able to ground ourselves, to feel our back and our legs when we are releasing, so we can still feel our own spine and are able to hold ourselves while we are releasing. But also, the other thing is that sometimes it's really a task to just say, I am going to do this, even if I don't feel like doing it. We can get stuck in this, like I have to release all the emotions and all the stuff. I mean, it happened to me. It can happen that I'm like feeling like I need to release all of these emotions and all of these things inside of me and feel completely at ease with myself and relaxed, and only then I can do this or I can do that. And that actually makes me stay stuck sometimes in the situation, and I cannot move forward. And by making a decision inside of myself, by just saying to myself, I'm going to do this, I am not allowing this to be my reality, I create my reality, like I am moving forward with this, even though I feel like there's a lot of pain and a lot of stuff that's kind of holding me back, yet I walk on that path. For example, I have a thing with allergies. It happened like 9 or 10 years ago, and I still have some of these allergies. It definitely got better with a lot of work that I've done, but still these allergies can sometimes be really like painful, especially like, you know, like my nose getting clogged. My whole body brings up so much emotion and pain when I experience these allergies, and I feel like, oh, I'm so held back, I cannot move forward with my life, I want to do this and that, but it distracts me so much, and so on. And so it kind of like all these emotions, all these things are kind of like, I'm imploding inside of myself if I dwell too much in these emotions and I want to just release everything and all that. Because what is important that I realized for myself is to make a decision and say, I choose the reality that I create. Inside of myself, I can basically move myself out of this place where I feel like I'm drowning in these emotions and I'm drowning in this kind of pain or the fear and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm on this journey, to be honest, right now, just kind of like learning this new piece to releasing of like creating my own reality. But I have experienced in the past that it can be really powerful. For example, when I was studying at university, I've realized that I basically set myself a goal to like pass these exams and also the grade that I wanted to have, because I also wanted to do an exchange semester. That's like years ago, and like in the first 2 years I had the most difficult exams, and I was basically just really focused in my mind as I'm going to pass these exams and I'm going to have at least this mark in the exams. And so I was basically saying this all the time inside of myself. I was creating this reality. And even though there were so many moments, because it was really challenging, and there were so many moments where I was like feeling in doubt, like in the first year of the studies, like 60% of the people that were there from the first day in the first year and the first day in the second year, like 60% were gone. And like kind of, you know, just a lot of people falling out, and it was just really difficult. And I had some other challenges in my life too. But I was just staying with that reality that I created inside of myself, and I felt how that changed just the way that I was approaching things. Because when things get difficult, like, oh, there's so much fear, it's so challenging, I have to do all this stuff and I don't want to do it. But when I create this reality inside of myself, suddenly stuff might feel different. Like it might feel different to study. It might feel different to do these things, even though there's still this pain, this challenge, these difficulties. But I can actually move forward because I create my own reality. And so what I would want to invite you to do is that whenever you feel like you're getting stuck with your releasing, then start to use your ability to make decisions. Like make a decision and say, I create my reality, this is what I'm going to do. And even if I don't feel like doing it, I am going to do that. But not from a I need to power through this thing, but there could be definitely a case of you needing to put in willpower to actually stick with that. But it's more of not accepting the reality of you being distracted from your path and what you really want to do by all these emotions. Like you're including all of them, you're including all the resistance, you're including all the pain, you're including all the trauma. You're not pushing it away as not looking at it and trying to shove it under the table, but you're moving forward with all of them in your life. You're moving forward and you're still achieving and going the way you want to go, rather than just letting yourself be distracted from all of this and not move ahead at all. Because to be honest, this has been a challenge for me in the last year, where I was having so many challenges and I was basically feeling that I was letting this hold me back a lot to move forward in life, because I was dwelling too much in these emotions. And I've seen a lot of people that are doing releasing that are getting stuck with just all this stuff to release, and they don't move ahead because they don't make decisions, they don't create their own reality, but they're just dwelling in the emotions. But if you can combine those two together to create your reality and make a clear decision inside of yourself of what you want your reality to be, and then you also take time sometimes to feel all the emotions, feel all the fear, allow yourself to be grounded while you're doing it, give it a space inside of yourself, allow it to be processed, yet still move ahead, then you will have the most impact of your releasing, and you will have the fastest growth, healing, and just stepping and walking on your path possible. Is this also a problem that you have encountered in your releasing? If so, then write yes in the comments. And if you have any other questions about this, also let me know in the comments. I might do some other videos about it. Thank you so much for watching. I would really be happy if you checked out some more of my videos on this channel. I actually talk about releasing a lot, and how to use releasing to achieve your goals or heal certain things. If you want to check out some more releasing videos, I will link basically a playlist up here that you can watch on releasing. And this one is a video where YouTube thinks you would like the most. So thank you for watching and have a great day. Goodbye everyone.